Hi guys, so in this video we are going to take up question number 3 on page 220 in your textbook. Okay, so question number 3 says, for each of the survey questions, explain how the question could be improved, then rewrite it. So let's take a look at part A. Make sure you guys can all see that. Okay, do you exercise daily and get enough sleep at night? Yes or no? So it's really hard to answer questions with their yes or no that have two different options, right? Because maybe I exercise daily, but I don't get enough sleep at night. So do I put yes or no there? So what I would suggest for this question is to rewrite it into two individual questions, so two separate questions. 3A. So the rewrite could be 1. Do you exercise daily? Yes. No. And then 2, do you get enough sleep at night? Yes. No. Okay. B. The Star Wars saga is one of the best science fiction stories of all time. How do you feel about Disney taking over the franchise? Now, the first line here saying the Star Wars saga is one of the best science fiction stories of all time is really biased. Being the best is obviously opinionated, so if you state that in the beginning of your question, it's really going to add a bias. So we really want to change that. So maybe there's a number of different ways to change this, but one suggestion would be, if you want to keep that statement, say something like, some think that the Star Wars saga was the best of all time, and then continue on with the rest of your question. So it's not as biased, that it is in fact the best of all time. Okay, C. What is your favorite type of music? It says, which is your favorite type of music? And they only give you 3 options. Well, what if I actually like country music and those aren't the options, or that's not one of the options that's provided? So with this type of question, when it's so open, it's sometimes best to just leave it open-ended and let people answer for themselves. So I would change that to, what is your fave type of music? And I would leave a blank, and they can fill it in. Okay, and D. How do you feel about the following statement? We should not reduce the number of recycling days in school. So, we should not reduce. So that's kind of like a double negative, and it's a little bit confusing. When you want to make survey questions, you want to make sure that they're very clear with what they're asking. So what I would suggest is even splitting this up into 2, because not reducing means either staying the same or increasing. So I would suggest your first question to be, we should keep the number of recycling days, and then agree, disagree. So if they agree, then they can be done. However, if they disagree, you can have another question. So if disagree, should we increase or decrease the number and then you can have increase and decrease. Okay guys, good luck with the rest of your questions.